What up, students? It's Mr. D from School of Gaming, and today I'm going to be talking about the Xbox 720. So this is more of a news video, I guess, for those of you who like watching my life stories and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm just going to pretty much bring some news about the Xbox 720, and it's been dubbed Durango by a tweet from somebody from Crytek, but they later deleted the tweet because I guess they realized they released too much information. But it's gonna come out. What I'm guessing, there is no official release date, but I'm gonna make a prediction, and I'm gonna say either Christmas 2013 or early in the year 2014. And I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be between $300 and maybe $350, somewhere in that range. Yeah, we'll just jump right into it. Microsoft's gonna try to get rid of the whole pirating game thing, and what I mean by that is hackers will download their Xbox games from the internet. They'll burn them on discs, and they'll pop them into their modded Xbox 360, which will then play the game, and so basically the hacker just stole the game. Microsoft's going to be trying to get rid of that by using what are now going to be USBs. I've gotten this from, I don't know if this is a reliable source. I'll put all my sources in the description, by the way, but it makes sense if you don't think about it. But, okay, so the games are either going to come on either Blu-ray discs or USBs, and with the Blu-ray disc, there's going to be an activation code, and this activation code is going to be permanent. It's not going to be like a one-time use thing, and this will make it harder for hackers to replicate games because each individual disc will require an authentication code. But the problem that I have with that is, why won't hackers just come up with a key generator to make their own authentication codes, which I guess doesn't make sense because they could also just substitute the signature of the disc to, if it's the Xbox doesn't read the signature, so it doesn't read the authentication code, which, I don't know, I might just be rambling, I might not actually get this, I might be wrong, but I guess this is just me just thinking. Moving on, the Xbox 720 will feature a Blu-ray. I guess I don't have a problem with that. Blu-ray is Blu-ray. You can pack a lot more information on a Blu-ray disc, which means higher definition. You might bring more audio into a Blu-ray disc, you know, whatnot. And moving on, we have an AMD 8-core 1.6 GHz CPU in the Xbox. For those of you who do not know, an 8-core CPU is a processor with 8 cores, which means it can process 8 individual strands of code at probably the same time. And 1.6 GHz, which isn't, I mean, it's not like fantastic, but my computer is actually a 8-core 1.9 GHz CPU, and but that's a computer, that's not a small system such as the Xbox 720. And also, the Xbox 720 is supposedly going to be able to crossfire their graphics cards. Now, for those of you who are not gamer geeks, did I just say gamer geek? Anyways, for those of you who are not gamer geeks, this means that they can run both graphics cards at the same time, having pixels on the screens kind of pop out in 2 places at the same time. It's kind of hard to explain, but this will eventually lead into 3D, which, I mean, it's kind of a waste if only one graphics card is being used when you're playing like a 2D game. Alright, now on to the cons of the system. The thing about the Xbox 720, and I've heard this from multiple sources, is that the console has to always be connected to the internet. Now, this is again another fallback, so hackers cannot replicate their games and they can't play on live while they are playing a pirated game. But the problem that I have with that is, what about all those homes? I mean, Microsoft has to factor all those homes that don't have Wi-Fi or internet access but has an Xbox. So that's a big market loss for them. No definite picture has been posted yet, but I suspect the Xbox 720 to be like the Xbox Slim that we have right now, except maybe a little bit more shinier and maybe a little bit more boxier and not like that indent they have in the front. Also, for extra information, it's going to feature Connect 2.0. No information has been really rumored for that yet. I'm going to guess that means that it'll might sense some more places. It might sense things faster. It could just be called the Xbox. I've heard that from several rumors. It's also going to feature 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, for those of you who don't know what RAM is called Random Access Memory, and it basically means the more RAM you have, the more memory the program is going to be able to use up. So 8 gigabytes is actually quite a lot for an Xbox. And more RAM means that video game companies can take their games to the next level without having to experience lag on the Xbox. So this is a huge jump with 8 gigabytes of RAM with the current 512 megabytes of RAM, which that's a huge jump. So, I guess that's all I have for now. And we got some Pokemon 3D gameplay playing on in the background. If you want to play Pokemon 3D, I'll put the link in the description for the download, because it's actually a fun game. I'm a Pokemon fan myself, and I don't give a damn what anybody says. So, I'll see you next time. Make sure you hit that like button, and be here next Monday, because Mondays just suck. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!